Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 20th of November 2024. So bonds, Bitcoin and bullion bid as markets mull Moscow, Mullers, Musk and macro. Moscow near nukes, Musk nukes media and Mullers meme nukes. So there you go, get your head around that one. US stocks stage a recovery from the initial risk-off conditions triggered by Ukraine and Russia. The escalation there, and initial risk of sentiment reverses after Russia-UK tensions intensify, with stocks green and the dollar flat. Well, what a surprise. What an absolute surprise. Economic news today. CPI for the UK, that's the big one today. See if it comes out as forecast. Previous 1.7, 2.2. Bank rates have gone up for mortgages last week, the four major ones doing that. Then we've got EU news and then crude oil inventories as well. But like I say, that the war has just been discounted. It doesn't matter anymore. As we say, it's not as bad. You can't find the words for it. But there you go. It is what it is. It is what it is. So let's have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow, you can see market buy-in yesterday, helped by Nvidia earnings as well. But the market loves a war. It's been going on now for 4 years, isn't it, in February? Either 3 or 4 years. And you can see there. So expect more to the upside from this, unless, as it said in the headlines there, that we get the N word, as it were, with Russia. We'll just have to wait and see. But Trump's not in yet. 20th of January is when he comes in, and Biden making these unilateral decisions. I just find it staggering that he was able just to do that by himself. Well, obviously not quite by himself, obviously, because he's not in the best of mental health, I'll be polite. But he's obviously been advised, and he's sanctioned it, and I just find it staggering. America's wars once more. Anyway, 30-minute chart. Market sold off initially on the news of the US being complicit in allowing Ukraine to send US missiles into Russia. And that's not going to help whatsoever. That's only going to escalate. But what I'd like to know is, where's Trump's condemnation in all of this, given that he was for peace during the run-up to the election. And all of a sudden, there's no sign of him condemning such actions. But there you go. Anyway, the Dow recovered. You can see there. Again, it's just discounted. Don't worry about the war. Don't worry about it at all. Let's just bring the markets back up to 89% retracement. And now the market's sideways with a bit of weakness. But listen, war is good. And move the markets back to the upside. And in the German DAX, similar thing as well yesterday. You see the volume market sold off initially, and then was brought back. It was a good trade on the downside, I have to say, down to the S2. I didn't get to the S3 with the trade, which you'll see later. Market bounced, then it sold off again to S3. 99% of the time the market will bounce off this area, and sure enough it did. Didn't come back 89% though, like the Dow. But if we just go from there to there, you'll see we came back to 78% or in that area. Before the market found support, and overnight we're already finding support and heading back towards yesterday's high. In the S&P, market's moving higher there. Nvidia results good. Market up. Nasdaq up 1% yesterday as well. So let's draw some lines on the upside now. The shakeout's over, the Trump slump, as it's become known, and prices. On the upside there, you got those target areas there from 38.50 is where the market's struggling at the moment. That needs to be taken out. Again, we had the sell-off down to the S2, a lot stronger than the DAX that went down to the S3, and we bounced, and we actually went straight through 100% retracement there, and continuing to move higher there as well at the moment. Let's just bring that down a bit, so you can see we're already at yesterday's high for the S&P 500. So again, prices discounting and ignoring what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. And I noticed Israel's gone off the map as well at the moment with the mainstream media. There we've got some weakness yesterday. Again, the market coming off, and then we've got the CPI numbers out this morning for this market as well. UK 30, we're closer to Russia. That's why you're seeing the DAX and the FT drop a lot more sharply. America don't give a flying pope. It's all about greed. Move the markets up. I'm not saying that it isn't about greed here as well, but it's a bit more of a reality, isn't it, when we're sort of only a stone's throw away from or being in range should Putin decide to drop an N-bomb, as it were. And also, of course, having this lunatic in charge that we've got now as well. Anything could happen. We could agree as well to British missiles being used as well, and then we're implicated as well, and we're very, very close. As I say, we're just being ruled by absolute morons at the moment. Well, worse than that, frankly, but there you go. So, yeah, the FT, also the DP at the moment, struggling a bit. It's going to be the CPI numbers that's going to determine where that's going to move later today. US dollar down for the last 3 days, but don't worry about that. It's going to start making its way back up now as this war escalates. It's a safe haven, so we'll see what happens there. Metals will get hammered today, so let's have a look. Again, you're already starting to see it overnight already. We got some supply coming in yesterday. Anything to get this market down for the shorts that have got positions on, so expect the 200 MA to be tested over the next few days. After the dead cat bounce, 130 market moves lower, typical, and we're already taking that low out. So, and we're also below yesterday's low there as well. So, yeah, expect lower prices down to the S3 probably during today, particularly with the CPI numbers if they come out better than forecast. So down to $30.50 level. Meanwhile, gold also coming under the cosh. Expect this to be lower as well, trading up to 62% retracement and now moving lower. And you can see that already. They're just hammering it as we speak. Let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio and already moving back to the upside. I'm still looking at this 90 level. They're not done yet. And if they start to get further escalation with the war, they'll use that as the excuse to hammer the prices, and then they'll bring it back, because it's a safe haven and a place of safety in uncertain times. So gold-silver ratio moving back up there as well. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trades. And there was only one trade. The market opening moving higher yesterday and then moving lower after the initial burst. You can see the market stuck at the 200 MA and then the selling coming in and prices moving down there. Trading to the close, then down to the low, and then we got a bounce, and then we get a buy signal which isn't filled, followed by a sell signal which is, and then I just trailed the stop all the way down to the S2. Just bring that back a bit so you can see it, and then getting out there at I'll just see if I can do this. Trouble is I've got a problem with the screen at the moment. I'll see if I can do it for you, but it was around 136 points by the time that the trade had finished. I'll double check that for you. But then prices found support at the S2. Market was brought back, and then you can see prices sideways, and then if we get another drop off to the downside, down to the S3, where the market sees this huge green bar coming back in at this level. It's always a great level for a bounce, that is. And if we're not, then we get another move to the downside. But usually, like I say, 90+% of the time the market will come off the S3. The Dow then moving higher, Nvidia results out, and prices just continuing to move back up towards the low there as the Dow retraced at 89%. Quick look overnight, and prices are currently moving back to the upside. And there's your high, which the market obviously wants to get back to. We'll see at 7 a.m, see what the UK numbers are. Seems to have all gone quiet on the news of yesterday's US sanctioning the use of their long-range missiles into Russia. Disappeared. We've got more domestic matters to deal with now, so again, no surprise at all, is there? Right, that's it for this one. Let's see what happens during today and whether this geopolitical event continues to escalate or not. So have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.